So we're here. It's about 100 degrees out. It's been a really miserable week with the heat and whatnot, but we finally got around to opening Horuka Toruka here. This has been here in the warehouse for about a month. Came in on one of the last containers and we started wrapping it. We're gonna take a look at it. So I brought, oh, and actually I should probably, did you see where I put the medals? I know I brought them in. We brought medals and pachinko balls. We didn't really take too much of a look at it and see what we need for it. It looks like it has its own balls, so we don't need those. We've got some medals, so we can check out what this thing needs to, what makes it tick. So we can go ahead, unwrap it all the way. This isn't going anywhere for a long time. So we're just gonna get the wrap all the way off, kind of look over the game a little bit, come back once we've got it all set up. I might plug it in here in a second to see what it does, because we haven't done that yet. Let's run that suspension cable. Run this over here. This is plugged in on the other end already?
Yep.
Cool.
We need to push this out.
All right. So first impressions, honestly, this thing looks pretty clean for something that's been on a metal floor, but I think in general, they probably take good care of their stuff.
Oh, just integrate the cable.
Can't have people be pulling the cable out. No, not on a metal game. You lose, you lose. All right, we have power. We have some fans. We got some lights. We got some screens. So this thing is honestly bigger than I thought it was going to be. Like when I saw it, I mean, it didn't look that big. It was like compared to many of it. I mean, we all know what metal, like the size of some metal games, but what originally caught my attention was the art style, which it looks like, for all intents and purposes, I think it's done by the same people that did Theatrhythm, whoever did the art for it. So if you look at like the characters down here, it's very reminiscent of that style, which is pretty cool. So we've got it here. It runs on Ring Edge 2 single PCB for both monitors. Actually, quite a few of the extra Ring Edge 2s that we got were from this, you know, cabs, these cabs that have been dismantled. And so I actually saw this in the background of a picture for a different cabinet that I was getting offered, and I said, hey, I'll take that too. And of course, it's not something that they expected us to be interested in, but again, I kind of liked the art, and it was a little bit smaller, and I wanted to get at least one metal game to kind of get us started. So I'm going to take a look at this here, and we've got an A001 key and a 2965, which is probably a coin bucket, but we've also got this barrel key, a GA0001. So normally, like what I would expect is if there's something redemption or whatnot, usually Sega has an A002 key, so like a crane game would have that. It's interesting to have this. I don't know if this is standard. Maybe they have some sort of standard key that's for metals that we don't know, and it's a barrel. So anyway, these keys go here, and it looks like it gets access to this control panel. Let's take a look inside real quick. If we can even, that doesn't even do anything. Unless that's a
tubular means that might be a switch,
no, yeah, I think actually this might
switch.
be a, yeah, that might be a key switch then. Again, yeah, this might be like a key switch or something. You know, now that I think about it, Star Horse had something like that too. So, and I changed those out. I forgot what was in it. Looks like here, this is kind of cool. This is a ball lifter. I'd assume, you know, the ball goes in there and that's how they get them back up, fed into the machine. So, Sega! Yeah, you know it's a Sega game. Let's open up the front here, take a look.
メンテナンスドアが開いています。
So here's the inside. It looks like we've got a metal hopper here. Got a coin bucket. Oh, hey, look, there's 3 medals in there. Cute. So it looks like they did test this when it came in. They probably put 3 medals through it. I think if we really want to go crazy on this, we're going to need more than just 3, but we got that there. And it looks like on this side is probably a 100 yen hopper, or coin drop. Because there's a 100 yen slot up here, so yeah, that one's empty. Got the manual there, we'll probably look through that a little bit later. Interesting thing, there's a sub switch, a power switch down there, and it's actually screwed off. There's a clear blocker on it, and then there's actually a main switch here. So that's kind of interesting. It's angry at you. Take a look at the other side here. Okay, so here we've got another metal hopper. I'm just going to take those metals out so we have a couple right away. And it looks like some spare parts here. So we can look at one of the balls. Some dividers, and here's the ball. So it looks like it's just a one of those clear ball tops for a joystick, just a little bit smaller. Let's see, some other parts. Looks like some buff cleaner or something, I don't know. Anyway, just some parts, nothing too special. It looks like the game, we can probably do some things, even though it doesn't have network support. I was a little concerned about that. I didn't know if it was going to run without it or not, but probably go ahead over here. Insert our medals. And also notice, this is something you don't see on normal arcade games, is the ability to queue up medals and just drop them in. Like that. So now we've got them dropped in, we can bet, and then here we go. How much do you want to bet? It looks like we're actually not going to have enough medals to really feed it in right now. But no, we can't. Probably some kind of tracking to tell where the ball is when you, so maybe a touchscreen actually? I don't know. But, so that's interesting. So we have like what we're trying to aim for. And I guess as long as you don't hit any of like the fire spots, you're safe and it won't like launch lava up or anything like that.
We just got a shield.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So there's a little bit of delay because we have to for when it shoots the ball out there, but has it kicked it? Yeah, so yeah, it's actually kicking the balls up there. You can see it going back up. So now we're out of credits. I guess we'll leave it on that for now. We might, if we find anything else about it, we'll come back to it, but that's that for now. Let me here we go. I actually kind of want to open this up and I'll leave this one run. Just kind of take a little basic look at this. Actually, I'll bet you a lot of the IME readers on Yahoo Japan came off of this. From just as like the casing that it's in, but I mean, it doesn't look like there's really anything too special in here to look at other than, I mean, all of this seems to look pretty self-explanatory how it works. If you look in here, there's basically a ramp that when the ball gets shot in, it goes straight down. So, I guess next let's go into test mode, and maybe we can see how that monitor works. So, I don't know if I saw... I actually didn't see the test and service buttons when I was looking earlier. I think it's going to be in. There you go. Okay, right here. That's fine. So I wonder, did I just miss it on this side, or maybe? Or can you just be in test mode while the game is running? Or is this actually two PCBs and I just didn't know? No, yeah, there it is. It's right there. So that's interesting. There's two, there's the test menus are separate. So maybe when we open up the back, we'll take a look at that. But at any rate, let's see here. We've got, okay, so yeah, this is self-explanatory. That's what I expected. Let's see. We want test one. Input test. So, like these I'm sure are fine. What I really want to know is about the screen. Test plus reset. Test. Input test.
All sensing frame.
All sensing frame test. Actually, no. You know, maybe it's IR grid.
It's just a test.
So, okay, I assume this is testing, so let's, I mean, we can just open this up and put our hands in there. Because I'm sure it's not testing anything like specific to the ball. Those balls are pretty ordinary. But, so yeah, this up here is the sensor for the door, it looks like. Just a pressure sensor, but let's see. Yeah, that's got to be IR grid because I'm not even touching it, and I bet if I put in 2, oh no, it can so it can do 2, but it's not going to do more, is it? Oh no,
it can do up to 10-way. That's like track points. It can do 10-way tracking.
Okay. But it definitely triggers before I even touch the screen. So there's got to be like a grid sensor in here. But that's an interesting way. That's interesting to do it, yeah. Okay. And actually, yeah, if you can't really see the bottom, but yeah, the bottom it looks like there's just a track. All it does is feed into this middle spinner thing here. And it looks like there's what, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 balls on each side. But you know, this thing actually, again, looks really clean. And I think I did a video on Star Wars before, and that was gross. That thing was just filthy all over the place. We had to clean it up a lot just to be able to see anything. But this one actually looks to be pretty clean. So I mean, this is really simple. This is super, super, super simple. And all of that. Okay, so let me see. So there's definitely, you can't get to the back of this from here. Let's turn this around. And I'd like to take a look at the PCB area. So I wonder if it's just running 2 copies of the game on one thing, or if it's 2 of them. The serial number was the same. That's the thing that kind of got me. Let me grab a screwdriver. We'll open up each side. So both sides are actually different. They have. This one has the power, and this one has this big door. And it looks like the cab, does it split? Yeah, it looks like the cab probably splits with like a centerpiece or whatever here. Let's open up the back of these and see what we got. We'll start with this panel. And I can imagine if it's just a couple buttons and a touch screen, this thing isn't very complicated at all. Okay, yep. Oh, talk about uncomplicated. I don't have a light, but you can't really see in there, but there's nothing. There's absolutely jack shit in there.
Just a bit more light.
Yeah. There's nothing in there. It's just touchscreen there, I/O board, goes to the other side, and it looks like it'll be one PCB on the other side, but that is as simple as it gets. On. Actually, I see the power drills there. I'm just going to use that for the next one. Now, I don't even want to know what the coin count on something like this is, but compared to an arcade game, I'm sure it's high. Okay, and yep, looks like not much of a difference in here. Just a PCB? Where is it? Oh, the PCB actually might be accessible through here. So you got, this is the actual JVS I/O here. We've got some extra power supplies here, and looks like the router is down there. So the PCB is probably accessible inside this, which I would assume is that bottom door there. So just to entertain you, I'll open. Well, no, actually, yeah, no, it doesn't.
It would have to be from the front.
And maybe it was in the front of this one and I just didn't notice. Well, let's go take a look. At any rate, we'll check the coin count and I think we'll leave it at that. There doesn't seem to be too much more about this that's really worth looking at right now, but this is pretty cool. I think we'll spend some time on it. But no, it's interesting that it actually, what's this key? It's interesting that it runs basically 2 instances of the game. Oh, it's behind, I see, it's just behind this plastic here. Like they definitely put things secure on this. And I can imagine as something that pays out money. But I'm curious what this key does. So actually, let's exit out of all this and we'll see what that does.
メンテナンスドアが開いています。 Yeah, so there's 7 balls there, 7 balls there, yeah. It's really cute. Like the art for it is super, super cute. So if we... Oh, the button's kind of stuck. Well, that button isn't just kind of stuck, it's super stuck. Oh, so okay. Metal Bank looks like what you would... I mean, you would probably use your IMEI card and you can charge it up, but we don't have network, so we can't use it, so that's just going to come up with nothing, so... But that's fine. That means the game is fully playable without network support. I don't know how I would do this. Well, actually, I didn't check to see if there was a free play mode, but I think it would be cool
to bring something like this to an event for people to experience the just experience this kind of game. Because I know people in the past have brought out like actually while we're at it, let's check service settings. Service slot direct. So I wonder if that's this thing. Oh no, it's what is it? Got stone, bronze, silver, gold. It says I'm not sure. It's something, I think it has to do with the payout. It says something about it there, but anyway, I guess we'll just leave that. Let's get out of this menu.
メンテナンスドアが開いています。
Oh, you know what? Where did those medals that I put in go? Are they? Oh, you know what? They're in the. They're in the hopper. So they, yeah, they have to be paid
メ
out.
ンテナンスドアが開いています
So, oh well. We'll come back to that. If we want to do more with it later, I'll just grab like the big ass bucket of it. Maybe we'll sit and we'll play this for a while too. Yeah, let me see. I don't know if this button's not stuck, so I'm gonna see if this one does anything. And if not, we'll just leave it at that. Oh, that's right. I was gonna check. And actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if we can just credit. Actually, we can't credit it. Yeah, you know what? Door trigger. That's right. I can block that and then. Okay. And while I'm at it, I actually don't see a coin counter in here, so for now, just leave it at that.
メンテ
But
ナンスドアが
oh,
開いています
actually, here we go. We've got a although this is a metal coin acceptor. I'm used to always seeing these. I haven't really seen this. So there's actually a diameter setting here, so you can set the size of the metal that you put into it. So even if the metals we have aren't the same size, we'd be able to change this and it would
メ
work.
ンテ
That's
ナンス
cool.
ドアが開いています
Because normally, again, I'm just totally not used to metal games. So anyway, there's that. Okay, let's close this up and we'll see what the yen side does. So that's pay. So that was payout.
緑色の赤い日給がメダルライトを選ぼう
I don't know actually what. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I think that's to add credits. So it's probably just another way to pay, essentially.
It looks like one coin turned into 21 credits.
Okay, yeah, perfect then. There's that, and then you could probably do the metal bank if you were on iMate, for example. So I noticed it seems like it's actually kind of easy to hit that slot thing in the middle. Because we've hit it quite a few times.
Although I've seen the slot give you nothing.
Oh yeah, well the slot I'm sure it can give you nothing, but like I just noticed that thing spinning a lot. Alright, there's a gem there, let's try and get that. Nope. Yeah, but see, like it kind of just like went straight through that.
メダルゲット
Yeah, see? Amazing. I wonder if it's just designed that way or... Well, because here's... So another thing I actually noticed, if you look really close, up here in the middle, there's a segment of 9 that have corks on them. And then down here, the whole bottom row has the corks on them as well. And
this one's the same, except some of them are kind of worn out. So I wonder if that's like an arcade set thing or what. But it's interesting. It looks like you have to fully uncover that to get it. And actually, you know what? What I have? Oh, so it's not letting me spam. It might let me do. Yeah, so it's only gonna let me send out one ball at a time. Oh, there goes that. So I guess if you do that, maybe you lose what you get because I'm back down to that.
So that's gonna be previous.
Yep.
Oh, it's like a press your luck style thing.
Yeah, exactly. Because like the Horuka is to dig, and then you can choose Toruka to go to the next one. But see, of course, they would put the prize over here where the lava is. Yeah, see there, I lost everything that I just got out of it. Yeah. And then now I can hit. Let's see. I don't know. Actually, I don't have any winnings behind that, do I?
We only have 14 credits.
Oh yeah, I kind of went a little crazy. Okay, so... Oh, so you can change it on the fly. Alright.
Consume 5.
Yep. Let's see if I can get it to at least pay out one medal for me. Like I know that there can't be any way they actually rig this.
Yeah.
You know, like once you know that maybe those corks are a little bit different or something like that. But other than that, like I don't think you can physically rig this. So.
Just had to finish showing the right up now. Oh, that's not good. There we go. 1.
So I wonder if. Okay, yeah. So if I can quit out with my 1. Does that pay out or where does that go?
It doesn't win the page.
Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, and no, there we go. Okay, I was able
Oh,
to
it
pay out.
probably went into credit.
Yeah.
It just went directly into credit.
Okay. So then it just paid out 3. Cool. Well, I think we'll leave it at that for this game. Like, it's really cute. It's not as complicated or as flashy as stuff like Marble Fever, or Marble Fumble, Spin Fever, all that kind of stuff. But I like it. It's cute. I'm sure we'll spend some time on it and whatnot. But yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. If we think of anything else, I'll come back and go over it. Otherwise, we're going to move on to the other games that we've been putting off for a while, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. The last ball. What?
Yep.
Oh, bodied. That's not working. That's cool.